Well, everyone, I just finished my last resin kit, a sandcrawler kit, and those molds are tired. It's like holding them together with baling wire and duct tape. So I'll have to do some cleanup on these last parts, but that's it. So how I feel about it, it's funny. Last 10 years, like, boy, I can't wait until I get to a point where I don't have to build resin kits anymore. I'm tired of it. And then the day arrives, and it's like, how do I feel about this? Yeah, I hate doing it. It's messy, Let's get into 3D printing. That seems a lot cleaner. Right. Not cleaner at all. I think it's even more messy. Even when you're as clean as you can possibly be, it's still more messy. But it's a generation gone. So, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Doing the 3D print models and stuff like that. I will no longer be selling kits that way. I mean, I don't 3D print kits. I never will for other people. It just takes too long. And if you have a print failure, that's time and money lost. So I just don't see how it could be lucrative, at least not for me. So getting the old SS now, if you know what I mean. So I guess you can make a certain amount of money even when you are getting Social Security. I never thought I'd be using those words. Who does though? So it's I gotta figure out how to go through that as far as if somebody wanted to buy files. I was gonna say patterns. It's funny. Files of some of the models I'm doing, but my 3D models just can't be as nice as the others because of using 3D Builder. It does an okay job making files, but it has its limits. Matter of fact, probably that thing there is the best thing that I've done so far with it, as far as it being, sorry, I'm trying to orient the camera, as far as it being a pretty nice model in terms of printing and the files and everything like that. So, but yeah, it's been a ride. Been doing this since 2005, beginning of 2005. So, it's yeah. Oh, yeah, it's funny because I look at those models now. It's like, they're so rough, You get the resin in the molds, you get bubbles and stuff like that, and you don't have to worry about that. Although even with print fails, you get stuff like chicken skin, they call it, from the supports. And I'm trying to figure that one out, how you can get less of that. And of course, you orient your parts to where you won't see the chicken skin as much. It's weird because I just think it's weird because the supports actually makes it kind of round over to the next support instead of making it flat. I'm sure there's a way I can reset that. I've had some friends of mine who have been a big help on showing me how to do all this stuff. But yeah, it's been nice and been good. Working with a lot of my friends as far as doing models like some of the electronics, like Randy Newbert, Voodoo Effects. He's been a real help, and Dave Lowe has been a real good help on doing some things for me as far as electronics and whatnot, and molds and paints, and he's the one that turned me on to excuse me. I clear my throat. Of course, now I have to clear my throat. It's been fine all day. Like the chrome paints and stuff like that Spray Gunner makes, which is the best stuff. So it's the new stuff. So it's the sandcrawler molds, I'll probably pitch them. I don't know if anybody would want to buy those. If they want, they're there. What's left of them, there's a couple of molds I had to throw out today. The pattern of the sandcrawler, I'm just going to turn that into my own kit, because I don't have a model of sandcrawler. It's I sold my original one when we moved, moving money, get into this house. So, it's I'm going to use that, and I'll probably put a little ramp on the front and everything like that. It won't be a resin ramp. I'll probably do it on the computer as usual and fit it into the model. So, let's see. All the other molds are pretty much gone. I do have the mold still for, the spinner, the classic spinner, the Thunder Road, which I have that one. Nobody really buys that anymore. And the Ghost, the Ahsoka Ghost. That one I'm just kind of keeping around a bit. And that kit will still be kind of available if anybody wants it, but there are quite a few good-looking files of it. Like Elaine Rivard has a really nice one out there as far as detail, and it's fairly accurate. The body and everything is dead on. And I think he gives you the choice of having either or Phantoms on there, the Phantom 1 or the Phantom 2. So you got that. But and I think I just saw another one on Game Body as well. So yeah, so that's really it. My mold area is just one table, like a 8-foot table, but there's stuff on it too, so it makes it more like 6-foot table. If even no, I take it back. It's a 6-foot table, which maybe you have like 5 foot of workspace. Yeah, but like I said, the only thing I'll be making molds of anymore is little tiny molds like for clear parts and stuff like that, because I haven't really dove into the clear resins and all that. Yeah, which shouldn't be a problem. But one thing I still like about molding and casting is I can add color to the translucency, and it seems like it's a lot easier than taking a whole vat of the printable resin and maybe making it all red when you want just a couple of parts. Just buy a small container of silicone, and I'm keeping my pressure pots and stuff like that, evacuating chambers, and just make tiny little molds of the tail light. Basically, it's for like tail lights and things like that. Engine nozzle, engines, clear engine pieces, and that's about it. So yeah, it's so it's just done. It's been a good run. I'm glad people who bought my models kits like them. It's been kind of fun. I know a lot of people have a job they don't like to do, but I've been fortunate enough. I'm not going to say privileged, because privilege is somebody who has a silver spoon in their mouth. Everything I did, I worked for. So this whole thing about privilege, if anybody wants to say I'm privileged, I'm going to tell them to stick it up their ass. I'm 67 years old. Grandfather clause, I can tell you to stick it up your ass if you try to call me privileged. But we won't get into that. This is not that kind of thing. This is just a video about, enjoying what I did. It was fun. Worked in the movie business when I did. And no, retiring. And it's funny, they always say this. Everybody I know that retired said, you're more busy after you retire than when you're working. And it's true, because I've got 4 projects on the table at once. And then I finished the Dick Dastardly car just yesterday, and now I still got to do the mirror submersible, the Titanic front diorama I'm doing. And I'm working on Deckard's car at the moment, so I'm teeter-tottering between Deckard's red sedan and the mirror. So, I'll dive into the mirror once I figure out the whole Titanic, rust sickle thing, which I keep on talking about. And I think I came up with a way to do it. It's just going to take time to do it. I need to print out some pictures so I can have them down there to do it. As far as the mirror sub, all the parts are there. It's just a matter of a little Bondo and sanding and painting and some lights in the lights, And yeah, just thought I'd share that little quick video of it's been a rush, and because I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.